Hello everyone, this is Tekariga and I'm back with a new video. Today's video is the best pre-built gaming desktop you can get for around $1,000. Yes, I know you can get a lot more by building your own computer, but I can see why some people want a pre-built. First of all, you get tech support, and next, you can actually potentially save a lot of time and potentially money because when you build a computer, there's a chance that at least one part will be dead on arrival. That is kind of like the chance of it. I mean, it got better over the years, but back then it was definitely a huge problem. So you might save a lot of time because you might get a dead part and you have to troubleshoot and try and figure out what's wrong with it. Then you have to send it back, wait for a new one, etc., etc. And money. You know that when you buy a pre-built from these trusted manufacturers, you get a good testing, like a Q&A. They go through all the steps to make sure all the parts works, and you don't have to replace anything, and you get warranty with your pre-built computer. You can also buy extended warranty for the computer too, if you're really scared of and you want your computer to make sure it works, and you get it. So basically, I can see some reasons, but let's get started. So I made a little guide and some recommendations if you're stuck. I have a few brands I highly recommend. The first one I recommend to everyone is Digital Storm's Vanquish Good Tier. It features an i3 GTX 960, 8 gigs of RAM, 128GB SSD, and 1TB hard drive, with also a DVD drive for around $800 to $900, not including tax, all that. And that's actually a really good price. The only complaint I have with this is the i3. If it was an i5, I would buy it. But the GTX 960 is not the most powerful graphics card, but it is good for the money. Relatively, it's a little bit outdated because we have the 1000 series now. But you kind of get what you pay for sometimes. It's a pre-built, so they do have to make some profit. So Digital Storm is really good at quality control, and they're really good at making sure your product works well, and they test it, and they send you a certification. All of that through all the steps. They also send you a guide, I believe. It's crazy. I remember when this company just kind of came out and stuff. It's good. It's good. So next, the only problem, again, as I said, is just i3. If you have the money, I recommend getting the next tier, the better tier. I think that's what it's called, because the i3 is gonna be okay for games, but it might bottleneck a bit in the future. So I would upgrade it in a year or so, or try overclock it. But it doesn't look it can overclock this i3. So if you're just playing casually or not actually really getting intense and don't want the best graphics, this is just perfect. Just get this. So the next brand we're considering is CyberPower PC / iBuyPower. Those two companies are sister companies together, and they have constant deals and constant offers. And they offer a pretty decent service. I had one of their products at one point. What's cool about them is you can customize everything you want. You can get the case, you can get laser etching, they have an option for lights. You can see what goes, like the individual parts. It's really cool. You can change your case, PSU, RAM, CPU, add even parts. You can make these crazy combinations. It's actually really impressive. The computer builder is good and have constant deals and everything. So I would recommend them too. Alienware is another gaming computer company. However, they charge a lot for their products, to be fair. But they do have a very good quality customer service. I know that for a fact. They definitely improved over the years, but you still are paying a lot. They definitely do make a lot. You're mostly paying for the brand name with Alienware, as it's owned by Dell too. So it really depends what you want. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'll do my research. Another great company is Origin PC. They really stepped up a notch over the years, and as I said, good tech, tech support, and just really good computers. They have unique cases on their top end. They can't get anywhere else, and it's really cool. If you want a fancy looking case, you can get Alienware being a good option. Just do your research. Just my biggest recommendation. Look for reviews for brands. Look for everything. Yeah. Just don't use my video for reference. Use others people's also. So, but my opinion, the best one is Digital Storm and probably Origin PC. They just improve so much. So next for like a little like recommendation of like parts. So for gaming computer, you want your GPU to be the most of the money. Your GPU is what powers the 3D applications, so generally the better your GPU is, the better it can power games. And basically, since it's a gaming computer, all the money should be going into GPU, standalone. RAM, all that, it's not too important, but it plays a still important role. Let's say that. So we have NVIDIA and AMD at this time of making a video. NVIDIA usually does a lot better on the high end, and while AMD provides more bang for your buck. But like I said, this is only true at the time of making the video. If the future, it can change. You never know. It's just NVIDIA has sort of like a monopoly right now, and they just so much money now. So if you have the extra money, I would invest and just bite the bullet and get NVIDIA, because their top of the line GPUs are so good. So the newest line GPUs are the 1000 series. The 1070 is one of the best GPUs you can buy from NVIDIA, in my opinion. That it provides a lot of power, but doesn't like hurt your wallet. So yeah, if you have the extra money, just buy it. I recommend that. The 1060 is also a really good option, in my opinion. Some of these brands they have the 900 series, which is, it's good, but you definitely want to aim for the newest generation. When you buy a computer, you always kind of want to get the newest tech. You don't want to be outdated. Let's say that. So if you want AMD and you want the best value, I recommend the RX 480. It's a $200 graphics card. It provides one of the best bang for your buck of its class. I highly recommend it. Linus Tech Tips video did a video on it, and it's really, really good. So the next factor you need to consider besides GPU is CPU. CPU plays a role, but not big as GPU. GPU is definitely the primary. If you want to get the best one, an i7 will be the best for it. But i7 is just really not worth buying. Just get an i5. It helps. It does. If you get an i5 just for gaming, you're fine. You almost never have to upgrade the CPU. You got one of the best CPUs for gaming, if that makes sense. If you're a very tight budget, an AMD CPU will be just fine. It has a lot of cores and just provides just fine. So for RAM, you want to get at least 8 gigs of RAM of making this video. If you have extra money, you can get 16 to truly feature perfect, but 8 is just fine. For hard drive and PS2, just do your research on the brands. Like CyberPower PC and iBuyPower, you can buy a cheap clone. Power Supply, don't do that. Get like a Corsair, or just, do your research. Make sure you know what you're getting. So, see you guys. Thanks for watching.